how to rank Instagram URLs in Google search. Today I'm joined with Jesper Nissen, who has been growing a large following because of his strategies with ranking different social media platforms. And today's podcast is surrounding how do you rank Instagram posts in Google?
Well, last year Meta changed their indexing rules for Instagram, and that's a thing that you should be aware of. If you post to Instagram, your Instagram profile will be crawls, and in most cases it also will be indexed by Google without you having to actually do anything. So that's just a thing to keep in mind. The thing is that these Instagram posts rank relatively well. Not as well as Facebook and X, but they do rank relatively well for long tail keywords, especially if you're doing local SEO. So what you need to do is you need to, of course, have an Instagram account and then just start posting. So when you have posted on Instagram and you click publish, then you get presented with a pop-up, and I'm talking about from the browser. I'm not using my phone to post. So, and then you get the pop-up with it done, and then you can click on your post and see the URL for that post. And that URL is what you grab, and then you send it to the indexer. In my case, Prime Indexer, which I created, but you can choose anything. But you do need to, if you wanted to index and rank, you do need to make sure that Google actually crawls it. So you send it to the indexer, and within a couple of minutes or a couple of hours, then it appears in Google. And when it comes to Instagram, what you can actually post in there, you can post text about your business or your services or products or your personal brands. And you can also insert links, but the thing is with Instagram, the links won't be clickable. I'm not sure if they're going to change that, because when you have a Facebook profile company page, you have a link, it's clickable, at least for now. But in Instagram, that's not how it works. So you can't use it for traffic from the Instagram posts. Of course, people that find you on Google, they can actually see this link and then they can copy it, but they won't be able to click it. But what you do is that you insert the first 7 to 12 words of the Instagram post will be used as the SEO title. So just need to make sure that that's your target keyword that you insert there. But otherwise, it's just good to go. Just post, publish, and then send it to Instagram.
On Instagram's more media, so it's like videos and images and stuff like that. Is it the first 7 to 12 words that matter the most, or the image? Like what or does it, the image doesn't really matter, and it could be like literally just a blank image, and then the first 7 to 12 words of the text becomes the most important part? Or like, and are you doing long form type statuses, or are you looking just to quite almost like a tweet, do a short form, ask the question and directly answer it underneath it?
Well, that's actually a good question. You actually gave me an idea now, because we do know that Google actually reads the text on the images. So of course, I always post something to my branded social media accounts, also Instagram, with something that matters. I never post blank images just to post. Normally, most of the times when I do post, it's just a screenshot I grab of something, because that's the fastest. Save it as JPEG, because when you save an image as JPEG, you can have more EXIF data, and I use that to optimize my images. But I actually didn't think if it matters that you actually post text, readable text on the image. That might be that might be a benefit actually.
So the reason I asked that, right, is because recently what we've been doing is we've become obsessed with reputation online. So I want to be trying to improve reviews, testimonials, awards, and case studies. And what we've been doing is mainly on the reviews and the case studies. When someone goes and leaves us a 5-star review on Google Business Profile or on Trustpilot, we get that text of the review and we put it into an image with our branding on, and then we're posting it on Instagram and on LinkedIn and stuff like that, and then we put in the text also directly underneath it. So we're regurgitating, we're rehashing, repurposing that same review and putting it on multiple platforms because they're saying how great that we are. And what I found very interesting was, specifically on Instagram, was the images for the testimonials and reviews started to rank really well. And I was wondering whether it was reading the text that was inside of the image, and it was and I'm on about ranking in Google Images here, but we now filled Google Images with loads of positive 5-star reviews that look great, where previously our brand plus reviews or brand plus testimonials in the image tab didn't really have anything. Now it's got all these nice reviews that's being presented, and I just feel like as part of query fan out and building reputation and stuff like that, would that also help rank the Instagram post of what you're writing that's there at the top as well?
Yeah, for sure, because what I normally use my Instagram post to is to rank in the Google organic search for long-term keywords. I wasn't talking about image search, but when you're talking about image search, of course, the Instagram images are one of the best top social media up there to rank in image search. So yes, that would definitely matter. That's a good idea. I'm going to note that. Yeah.
Yeah, keep us posted how it goes, because from the image point of view, I think it could be great. But again, let's move then on to the rankings then within web search. The first 7 to 12 words matter the most, so make certain that you're getting that in the first 7 to 12 words. You're getting the URL for the Instagram, like post URL, loading it into Prime Indexer to try to get Googlebot to crawl it as fast as possible. Are you doing any likes, like hearts or comments on there, or is anything else that you're doing on that?
No, I find that actually, so Instagram is different when it comes to X and Facebook and LinkedIn, because on Instagram I find it, I don't know if it's because I'm doing SEO, but I find it a little bit more difficult to grow my brand. So I don't get much interaction. I don't get much, clicks and likes and comments on my Instagram posts. I still post, but they still rank. So it doesn't seem to matter actually if you do get interaction.
Right. Okay. So the comments and the love hearts, like the likes, don't matter. What about the power of the Instagram post? Like how many followers that they have? Does that matter or not?
Doesn't matter. No, I almost have no followers. I have 80 on Instagram or something like that. So it doesn't matter at all. No.
Sounds good. So anyone who's watching this, I hope you like the video on how to rank Instagram posts in Google search. Do make certain you check out the links in the description, because there's several other videos where I task and start asking questions with regards to Jesper Nissen on how to rank tweets in Google, how to rank LinkedIn posts in Google, and how to rank Facebook posts inside Google. Jesper, if anyone's watching this, how's the best way of someone reaching out to try and get hold of you for consultancy or whatever else they might want to do to hire yourself?
They can find me on X, Facebook and LinkedIn, and my website jespernissen.com.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. Cheers, Jesper. And I hope you like the video on how to rank Instagram posts inside of Google search.